Live from the rinks in Hyde Park, New York, the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on the Kent State Golden Flashers in an ACHA matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Last night, the Seawolves began their 2017-18 season with a decisive 3-0 win over the Kent State Golden Flashers. Brendan Colillo tallied the Seawolves' first goal on a power play. Later in that second period, Devin Palmieri added the Seawolves' second goal off an early Benjamini pass, again on the power play. And in the third period, Chris Moeller sealed it and added the third goal for the Seawolves. And they took a 3-0 win last night, and they hope to do the same thing today. Let's bring in Andy Sukoff, talk about the game last night.
Well, Andy, what I saw from the Seawolves yesterday is they were an impenetrable force defensively. Forget about the fact that they went 2 for 6 on the power play. Their defense was... Kent State had no answer for it, as Payne Yoder only faced 24 shots compared to the 49 that Alex Okiki faced for Kent State against Stony Brook offense.
Yeah.
And this is something that we were talking about all game, that their defense was going to be their strength this year. And we really saw it yesterday, that they used that to their advantage.
Totally. And, you know, it's interesting because it would have been real interesting if that first opportunity that Kent State had last night actually tallied and scored a goal. I was talking with Payne Yoder this morning before the game. We talked about that one play. He said generally he's not a very pumped up guy. He's very level-headed, very cool. But for some reason, last night's game being the season opener, he was pumped up. He was way up there. So,
and most people are going to be like that, especially for a first game of the season.
You would think. And I think he said, you know, I know what he said. He said that he was like not sure what happened to the puck at one point, but when he knew that he made the save, and I said it up in the booth, I said, Yoda's in the game, and he felt the same way. So from that point on, he was very focused. And like I said, 24 shots, and in the first couple of periods, there were really
they had 14 shots through 2 periods. And I spoke to Payne before we went on the air, and he was also very impressed with the defense in front of him.
Yes.
That
complimented them highly.
Yes, he very much so, and he said like this is going to be the identity of this team. And that's I think he's looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I think it's, you know, we talk about how teams win championships. It's always by defense. Being able to score what you need to score, but defending against what you don't need to give up. And I think this year, maybe, who knows? As I was writing the starting lineup today, I was looking at the defensive pairings as I was explaining to you. You know, I was looking at it and I was saying, okay, you know, here we go. We got Ewan and Sherding. Played very good last night. We got Kasha and Bishop, not bad, you know, and then we've got Pepe and Kowicki, and I said, whoa, wait a second, that's 2 solid pairs of defense. Plus you got Heffernan, who comes in there and plays solid as a rock, and you know what? It bolsters the offense to what they have to be. And you know what? You just might see a more 5-man effort this year than we've ever seen before.
And one of the big things I noticed last night, and I think it's a testament to what this team is, there were very few mistakes in their own zone. We've seen that over the last couple of years. They were prone to making mistakes in their own end, making those long passes to the blue line that would get intercepted, and that leads to quality chances. We didn't see that yesterday.
We saw maybe 1 or 2 last night, maybe 1 or 2, but those weren't from the defensemen. Those were from forwards making passes out of the zone.
Right.
Where, you know, normally they'd be carrying it out. We'll talk about, you know, this during the course of the year, but we'll keep an eye on the defense to see if there's any cracks in the armor when they start to play better competition. Don't forget, we don't know where Kent State stands in their league or in the ACHA. We know they're ranked 22nd. We know they have 2-0 coming in. You know, they've played a couple of games, and now they face a team like Stony Brook.
And this is a team that's new to everybody.
Exactly. Never seen them before. So if we had a little bit of a report card on the new players from last night, I mean, let's check them off. Let's talk about how the new players played, for example.
First and foremost, I give Brendan Pepe a solid A-, because he was very strong defensively, had a good shot, Nobody's going to be perfect on their first game, though. So, it's kind of it's hard to give somebody like that full A on the first game.
A minus is a fair score. I mean, I would probably echo that. I thought he played like he's been here before. I thought he played like, this is not new for me. I've been here before. I've done that before. He took a leadership role on the ice to get the puck, to make passes, to make plays, to shoot the puck because he knows that he can. And also he made some fine defensive plays with that reach of his. So we'll give him an A minus in day one. We go down the list.
Plus getting 2 assists doesn't hurt his cause.
Yeah. And we'll go down the list and we'll look at Slevin. Slevin had his first game. He was with Crockett and Molnar. What was your assessment on Slevin?
Slevin's got some work to do. He's going to learn how to work with his teammates, but he's got a lot of speed. So I'll give him a B, because I think he's got to find open spots on the ice, find where his teammates are instead of trying to carry every single time.
He's the type of kid that is, in my opinion, can be a very, very dynamic player, and he could be a game-changing player. Where if they find a way to break him away on a breakaway or home run passes, he's going to score a lot of goals.
And I said this to you yesterday. It was after the game. He's got a skill set similar to what Brian Bozer brought to the team the last 4 years.
Right.
So he could be that kind of player. I don't think the team's going to be that upset with it.
All right. We didn't get a chance to see too much of Neverkosi because of the 5-minute major, but I could see from what we saw from him is that he's on the ice very aware of what's going on around him, number one. And number two, he does have a fair amount of speed. And on the fourth line, I think he's going to make his way up the roster soon.
Yeah, so we'll put a TBD on him at this point.
Elberg's return back.
We saw the fourth line. They were rotating players out after Neverkosi was ejected from the game. So it's kind of hard to give a grade when you don't have
your line mates.
When you don't have your line mates. So again, I'm going to throw a TBD on that one.
All right. My opinion on him is he's missed a year.
And that's going to take time to shake that ice rust off.
And I think that's the factor. So he's got to get his game timing back, which will come.
And we said that last year about Joe Pacicchio after he made his return. Yep. It takes some time getting back into the flow of the game.
Right.
Because you can do it in practice all you want, but if you're not going to be in an actual game situation, it's hard to gauge that intensity level.
We had Yoon, who had his first game. I thought he was solid. What was your?
I have nothing bad to say. I'll give him a B.
Very good. And then we had Pepe. Of course, we talked about a little bit more last night than ever because he was such a presence on the ice.
And he was very big on the power play and the penalty kill, as the Seawolves were 4 for 4 on their penalty kill.
Awesome. Today we're going to have a few different guys in the lineup. On the fourth line, it'll be O'Brien centering Burns and Peck. On defense, everything will stay the same. And in net, we're going to see for the very first time number 70, Robbie Lockwood, who is a freshman out of East Islip, New York. He comes from Team Beijing in the USPHL Elite team, and he will be the starter today, and Shipman will be the backup. The starting lineups for both teams, we'll give them to you now because you'll get them later from the PA announcer. For the Seawolves, they'll start with number 13 at center. That's Crockett, Matthew Crockett centering number 88, the aforementioned Joseph Slevin. On right wing, on left wing, number 62, it'll be Chris Molnar, who did have a nice goal last night.
Yeah, I mean, that was a snipe.
And then we've got 22, Pepe on defense, Brandon Pepe. And number 23, his partner will be Mike Kowicki. And net will be Lockwood. For the Kent State squad, they will have number 13. It'll be Chance Taylor centering number 24. That's Ruben Chavarria. And number 21, Xavier Sudlow. On defense, they will have their rock-solid number 3, Jacob Parry, and number 4, Ryan Wanfor. In net for them will be number 29. It'll be Sky Buller. So we are going to take a break before the start of the game. We're looking for a puck drop around 12 o'clock so. I think we're on time for that as they're cutting the ice now So stick around, and we'll catch you on the drop of the puck. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. All right, folks, we're back for just moments before the start of the game here today as they're honoring the League of Yes here on the ice. Stony Brook does a lot of these things, and it's a great thing to see. These kids get on the ice, and they're smiling from ear to ear, dancing with the ice girls, and having a grand old time, right?
And I know I say it every year, but it's always great to see that the Seawolves really get involved with the community and get everyone involved. It's really good to see.
All right, teams are on the ice now as we'll be kicking it down to our PA announcer, Jim Maritano, who will be giving us the starting lineups and if there are any changes from what we gave you before. And then we'll have the Star Spangled Banner and we'll drop the puck. Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live today. If you're new to us, you'll notice the broadcast is free. And we try to do our best to give you both sides of the game. And the visitors and the home team try to be fair and balanced as we can. But we'll tell you what we think. We'll kick it down to Jim Maritano for the starting lineups. All right. Folks, we're about a couple of seconds before the start of the game. Please remember, next week the Seawolves will be home. They got a home and away with Rutgers, so they'll be home on Saturday night here at the rinks for 8:30 puck drop. And then they'll be back the following weekend for a double game set against URI, which will be a real test.
Yeah, URI always gives Stony Brook a good fight, but we're looking a little bit ahead of ourselves. They got a game right now against Kent State.
And not to look ahead, but Rutgers gave them a hard time last year too. So,
that's true.
All right, so teams are on the ice now, getting ready to go here. A little midday matinee. Today the Kent State team is in a yellow and blue attire. The Seawolves in their away jerseys, actually, which is all red with white trim. Both goaltenders are ready. Buller in net for Kent State, Lockwood in net for the Seawolves. This is Lockwood's first start for the Seawolves, coming on board as a freshman. All right, we have our officials we didn't really get to talk about here. We have a referee today is Alanda. And we'll get our linesmen. We got Stewart on one side, and we'll get the other gentleman as soon as we can. Face-off, won by Kent State. And on the forecheck is Moeller. That puck is fired all the way down. We'll have our first icing of the game.
And yesterday's game started the exact same way, where there was an icing within the first 10 seconds, and play had to come all the way down into the Kent State zone.
Face-off will be to the right of Buller. And it'll be Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves against Taylor. Scabell is the other linesman. Shot for the point, knocked down in front, never got through. Seawolves control it. Moeller now will get it out to center ice. Kowicki will just dump in. Seawolves will touch up. Buller will leave it for his defenseman. And right on him, right away on the forecheck was Moeller.
Moller's got a lot of speed that he can use to his advantage in the offensive zone, where he's able to cut that play off and give Slevin a chance to get to the puck.
The Seawolves, again, coming out with that swarming mentality, which is, you love to see it. Now they'll change up now, come out with Riccardi, Murphy, Yoon on defense with Shirting all the way up the wall. Shirting will keep in now. It's past him. Back to get it as Yoon. Slevin will go off and Casino will come on, and the Seawolves have completed their change through the neutral zone. Murphy, nice job to keep it on the state back. From nice drop pass, but Murphy wasn't waiting for it. Kent State comes in, and that shot never got through. Good play by Murphy, by Yoon. Casino will now jump it back behind the net and being held up. Murphy will turn out to Casino right on the tape, off Casino's stick. And trying to recover in the neutral zone. The Seawolves pick it up. This is Murphy. He'll circle back in on the right wing. We'll send it across to Riccardi with a nice little pass. And
I just want to point out that Shirting set up a get around.
Now he's trying to get that play didn't work. Kent State zone. This is Colillo. Dumped back by Palmieri. He throw in the box.
Last night.
Sure was. Scored a power play goal. It had
scored 2.
Now turnover here and back into the Seawolves zone. Lockwood will leave it back there for Bishop just to get it out. We're going to have a penalty here.
Yeah, it's going to be a tripping. First time today.
To take, especially when it was going to be an offsides play. So, again, they capitalized last night twice. This is Beniamini on the draw. He's out there with at the point. Pepe and clear zone, trying to create some, going to break the trap, but
made unimpeded into the offensive zone. Stay 8.5 minutes in, so that may change.
The only way you can really slow a team like Stony Brook down is the trap. You have no other.
It's effective.
And if you are able to execute it well, then it frustrates the team that's trying to break it. This is Shirting, and now they'll be able to get in. This is Murphy walking in. Set it up with Riccardi. Riccardi has control of the puck and looks to get a shot off. He shoots off the post. It may have deflected off the goaltender and off the post, but
it was a nice move by Riccardi to get into the slot and get that open shot where Buehler had to make the move to get the save.
Sherding will get it across, but it's offsides, and Seawolves did touch back up. I don't know why Murphy was called off. He was late. He was late getting in.
I think they're saying Sherding was slow getting back on side.
Maybe on this side, yeah.
Here's the shot from Riccardi. It went straight through and climbed off the post.
All right, so
it's a good first look by Riccardi.
Yeah. Seawolves have to try to regroup here now. As now there's a little bit more of a forecheck, but they back off now. Back into the neutral zone they go. This is Pepe with the puck. He'll get it to Palmieri. He'll bang it in. Kalilo in on the forecheck. Loses it. Oh, right out in front, and there's a goal. Goaltender came out to play the puck and paid the price as Kasha able to put the puck in the empty net.
We're gonna watch that again. As you see, as we watch here, here's the breakout. Pepe's gonna start giving it to Palmieri. Palmieri dumps it down. Here comes Pepe and Kalilo, and Buehler missed it. Pepe, I think he was trying to put it in, but it got deflected and right onto Kasha's stick.
Pepe should get an assist on that play because Buehler muffed the puck. Pepe kind of ticked it back out to where Kasha was standing, and Kasha just very simply put it in the empty net. Now this is Burns. This is the fourth line new guys we're looking at here, guys. Let's take a look here. He's got Burns on this line. And Peck, O'Brien, and Burns. With Kawicki and Heffernan on D right now. So let's see how the fourth line that Stony Brook has out there does today. Knockdown in the center ice zone. Oh, we're going to have a penalty here on the Seawolves. Heffernan will pick it up, and we're going to have our first penalty on the Seawolves today. Let's see who they call it on. It's going to be a trip. And it'll be O'Brien who'll sit for 2. Kent State will go on the power play. Face off won by Kent State. Puck goes around the Seawolves zone, and Sherding will get it out. Effective play by Sherding off the glass to get that puck out. And Smith in the neutral zone trying to get the puck. It's chased down. Now that's Palmieri chasing it down along with Yoon. Yoon fires it around the wall. Back to the point. It goes. Yoon will get to it, and he'll clear all the way down. Seawolves, excellent penalty kill so far. Riccardi will come on for Palmieri. Got Yoon and Sherding on D. Crockett and Riccardi up front killing it. Good play by the Seawolves to clear it back out again. Frustrating. Wanfor will pick it up.
We saw this yesterday with this penalty kill. Very effective. They were 4 for 4. And Kent State only got, I think, 5 shots on 4 power play opportunities. So whatever Stony Brook was doing yesterday to keep frustrating the Golden Flashes, keep doing it today.
Taylor in on the puck. He can fly. He does have a set of wheels, boy. He could really skate. And they play back to the point. Winds and shoots from the point. And a shot did not get through. Lockwood able to see the puck all the way through. Wanfor for Kent State. And dishes it off back up to the point. Back over to Taylor. Taylor looks to shoot and passes it back. There's a shot deflected off the leg of Yoon. Big battle going on in front. It looks like Sherding is going to go here for knocking down Chavarria. So Sherding is in ill behavior today.
And that's an unnecessary penalty to take. I understand that Chavarria is in front of your goalie, but there's more effective ways of flushing him out of the crease.
Right, yeah. Referee's giving the explanation to Shirley, probably telling him next time you don't have to physically knock him down. You just have to keep on him or get your stick under his stick. But they're trying to screen Lockwood like they screened last night against Okiki. This puck is fired out. It's the linesman. Hope he's all right there. Kind of got him in the back. All right. This is a 5-on-3 for another 10 seconds. Good play by Bishop. Staying on his man, not giving him any room. Seawolves, so now 5-on-4 man advantage for Kent State. This shot sails wide. And he got now a stickless man, that's Pepe, but he gets it back. Back out to the point. Shot, saved by Lockwood. The first good shot by Kent State, good save by Lockwood. Back to the point again, low shot, kick saved by Lockwood. He saw that one, he'll dive on it and freeze it up.
And the Seawolves they've been effective in front of Lockwood, but that puck was sitting right there, just off the red line. That one's got to be picked up by somebody.
Yeah, we got a call going on here too now. This is a Kent State player is going to go for roughing up Bishop, and that's Smith, and he'll go. And the referee's not going to take anything today. You can see he wants to control the game. He doesn't want any of that tit-for-tat stuff going on after the whistle. So now we're kind of even up on a 4-on-4. He's going to give him a roughing. He might actually get 2 penalties. So we'll see what comes up on the board. Faceoff will be back inside the 4 minutes. He got 2 penalties. A double minor. So the Seawolves will be on the man advantage, barring any other calls. It'll be 4-on-4 right now for another minute and 2.
And this could be a big turning point in this game, having a 4-minute double minor.
Got too many guys on the ice. All right, Bishop's got to go off. All right, here we go. Face off to the right of Buller. Riccardi now gets tossed, and Murphy will go in to take it. Murphy wins it, but Murphy does get it back. This is Murphy, fires a shot right on. Tough shot, and saved by Buller. It's interesting how the shots are 3-1 for Kent State. That's really Stony Brook's first official shot, maybe his second.
Well, most of those shots for Kent State came on that last power play rush before going down to 4-on-4.
This is Murphy back up to Riccardi. Riccardi does have some room here. He's going to move it down the wall. Murphy will carry it. And it's picked off his stick. 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds. And then the Seawolves will go on another power play for 3:20, 3:05 or so. We'll see when we get out. Down to 3:01, there'll be a 3-minute power play for the Seawolves. This is Wanford carrying out, coming down left wing. Watched Quickie, nice job to get it off his stick. Picked up by Riccardi, who'll start to wind up now and start moving with those wheels. Riccardi through the neutral zone, poke checked, but gets it back. And he'll settle back behind the net as now the Seawolves are on a power play.
This has been a much tighter game than what we saw yesterday.
Yes, no doubt. It always is that way when teams play it their first time. The second game is always going to be tougher because they know what to expect. And they have to, Kent State had to raise their level of play today.
And you have to respect what the Seawolves did to them yesterday, and they've now tightened up defensively to counteract that.
Yep. This is Kasha. Kasha winds and shoots. Oh, and blocked down in front by Wanford. He took it off the arm.
That's never fun because Kasha's shot is really hard.
Very hard. Seawolves still with another 2:11 to go in this man advantage. And this is Pepe carrying up the right wing, sends it in behind the net, swings it around the wall to Kasha. Kasha controls it down low to Kalilo. This is Benyamini. Benyamini trying to make a move. It's blocked in front. Much tougher on the power play today for the Seawolves. Not a lot of space.
But there's still
that puck across. Kalilo with the shot.
Even though it's been tougher for them to get shots on, they're still getting somebody in front now. As we're seeing Devin Palmieri camping out right in front of Bueller, which is where he was yesterday against Okiki, and that's essentially what led to both goals on the power play last night.
Yeah, here's Moeller now carrying in over to Riccardi, fires a shot, and glove down by Bueller.
That was a good rush here. They had a 3-on-2, and Molnar liked to take that shot.
Sure, I mean, when you have that much time on the power play,
yeah,
shooting off the rush is perfectly fine if you have the
absolutely.
opportunity.
Nobody's going to fault that.
Right. Faceoff won by Kent State. Winning the faceoffs in their end is big because it really takes the momentum out of the power play.
And it takes time off the clock of the power play when they clear it back down the ice.
Yep.
So that's another 10 seconds gone that the Seawolves don't have to rush anymore.
Little give and go with Slevin and Sherding. And now the puck is in. Not cleared out yet. Still controlling it all the Seawolves. This is Riccardi on the far side wall. Controls it down low to Bomer. Back up to the point to Murphy, to Sherding. Sherding looking for an opportunity. Nothing there yet. Picked up by Riccardi. Sends it to Sherding. One-timer! Off the post!
That's the second post that's been hit in this game.
Yeah, there wasn't really any kind of a screen in front of Buller. Molo driving the net. Cross. Oh, Murphy, he nailed it on. What a vision by Moeller. Saw Murphy there all alone. Buller committed to the shot, not the pass. And the weak side defenseman did not cover the back end, and Murphy parked it home.
And we're going to watch that on replay. Here's the initial pass from Riccardi, and Molnar just has his head up and makes that play. That's textbook hockey right there on the power play. We'll keep the puck moving so that way somebody gets open and gets that shot.
Forward vision is the best thing to have, and it creates opportunities to score goals, and there you see prime example of it. Seawolves up by 2. Fired around the Seawolves zone. This is picked up by, that's number 11 for the Seawolves. That's newcomer Peck. As the fourth line is back out there again. O'Brien, Peck. This is Sherding carrying the puck in. Oh, in front! And it's a goal! Number 96, welcome to the Stony Brook Seawolves. That's Ian Burns scoring his first off of a pass from Sherding. The Seawolves have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. I think Kent State may need to call a timeout here just to kind of regroup. Let's see what Coach Underwood does right now.
They're saying that he did get it. Kent State is trying to say that Burns hit it with a high stick.
We'll watch it again. Let's see.
As we watch here from the reverse angle, they got it
close.
It's close.
Close. Was it a high stick? I mean, it was close.
It's close. I can see why they're making that case. So watch here, it's getting deflected, and then here's when it's bad.
Right below his shoulders, right, and the follow through brings it up. So he hits the puck below the shoulders. The follow through is where the stick comes up. So it is a good goal. Seawolves up 3-0. Burns. Yeah, Ian Burns scored the goal.
So the goal is going to count.
All right, Seawolves win the faceoff back to their zone. Heffernan back, will backhand it, trying to get it to Kowicki, but it didn't get there. Picking it up now is Crockett, and he'll get it up to Molnar. Molnar's got Slevin breaking, just off the mark, and it'll be an icing. The initial shot was hit off the stick. It deflected the puck up in the air, and then he batted it in.
And that takes incredible hand-eye coordination to do that.
And
So we're gonna watch it again. Here's Shooting. He breaks out, finds Burns. He hits it up into the air and then bats it down himself.
All right, Seawolves win the draw. Kowicki being watched by 2 Kent State players. This is bounced off the wall now into the Kent State zone. Molnar after it, as well as squirted out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Molnar. Makes a spin move now. Will skate in. He's got Slevin with him. And bounces it off the wall to himself. He'll carry it up to the wall to the point. Back to Heffernan. Heffernan will send a low shot looking for a deflection.
And it was deflected in front by Ganelli. He was looking for Slevin, and Slevin was right in front of Buehler.
Yeah. Folks, we're down to 7:09 to go in the first period. Seawolves up by the score of 3-0, basically on 5 shots. Face off to the right of Buller. Back to Kasha. Kasha sends it back to Bishop with a one-time low shot, looking for a deflection. Seawolves are in front of that net to deflect pucks.
And that's where you got to be.
And they're not really being challenged either, so it's...
We saw this yesterday where they were able to get in front of the net really uncontested. They got to keep doing that because if it's going to be out there, use it.
Kasha, nice play to get the puck. Sends it across. It gets it out of the zone. This puck is going to squirt on net. Actually off the post. They were hoping for an icing. Oh, that puck deflects right off the head of a Kent State player, but back out to the neutral zone. Kasha will hold it for the Seawolves. Send it back up the wall into the neutral zone and back into the Seawolves zone. This will be an icing. It should be, yes.
The Seawolves, after the first 6 minutes, they've really come out strong in the last 5 minutes or so. They really put Kent State on their heels and made them have to skate backwards. They can't get anything going right now.
I expected a much stronger effort from Kent State.
And they came out with it on the outset, and then Stony Brook kind of regained control of the game and got it back to their tempo.
And they've been stuck on 3 shots now for quite some time, as the Seawolves have kind of like unleveled the ice here a little bit. Face off to the left of Buller. That's Beniamini. Oh, shot right from the point, gobbled up. It was deflected and slowed down. That was got that right on his stick.
That was skidding away, and Buehler just had to grab it before Colello was going to knock it in.
There's another play. Beniamini wins the faceoff, and Devin Palmieri uses his size to win that battle, and the puck gets over to Colello, and he almost parked another goal.
This line here with Beniamini, Colello, and Palmieri have a lot of chemistry together. We saw them work very well together last year, and it's just continuing into 2017.
Beniamini pushed everybody from Shirting into the corner. And now fired back out to the neutral zone as Kent State will go for a change. Shirting will get it up the wall to get it up to Colillo. Palmieri was on the wall waiting for the puck. Now it's picked up by Taylor. Taylor will send it up through the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by Pepe. Pepe will fire it in. Seawolves just not giving Kent State much of a chance to get out of their zone. Now they'll come out as Taylor will dump in. This puck will go back behind the Seawolves net. Heffernan missed it, but now it's picked up by Pepe. But he gives it away. That puck's fired by, that's number 12 into the wall there. That wasn't 12. It's hard to see their numbers. Are their numbers hard to read?
Yes, because you got the dark blue on the goal. They're as big as they do kind of blend.
All right, back to the point. Heffernan with the shot, and a puck deflected to the corner. Loose puck in the corner. They battle. Pepe in deep. Nice move on the stick there. Oh, that was a beautiful move there by the newcomer, Ian Burns. He already has a goal here today. This is out to O'Brien. Back to the point to Pepe. Pepe will send it across, looking for a deflection for Peck. Peck trying to backhand that on the backhander on the deflection. Great look by Pepe. And that puck over the stick of O'Brien skirts around Burns. And now to the point where Peck will get it. Back to Heffernan. Heffernan shot was hit to the wall off the stick of the goaltender, Buller. Pepe will fire it. Whiz the high shot off the blocker of Stony Brook, just dominating this period. This is Heffernan deep. Oh, there's a deflection and a goal. No, Ian Burns again off the shot from a point from Pepe. Ian Burns tallies his second of the game.
We're gonna watch it. Here's the shot, and Burns just put his stick between the legs and knocked it in. Burns having a very strong first game.
All right. Seawolves up 4-0. Still 3:28 to go in this first period. They've already called their timeout. The goaltenders are going to have a switch now. We're going to bring back in Okiki. I think Buller's seen enough rubber. It's every third shot's going in, so they're making a change. Bishop. All right. Slevin on the forecheck. If that's hoisted out, this is going to be an icing. That's 25. That's more. Could not touch it. So it'll all the way back down into the Kent State zone. And Okiki's back in net. Face off to the right of Okiki. Fired all around the wall. Back into the neutral zone. This is Moeller picking it up. He's got Slevin coming with him hard. Back to the point. Takasha walks in and he's knocked down. Now we have a 2-on-1 going the other way. A couple of Stony Brook guys got held in, and let's see how we do. And Lockwood, big and strong, makes the save on a point-blank shot. Seawolves doing a good job today keeping Kent State pinned in their zone, not giving them much to get out. Very, very relentless forecheck here by this line. And now Kent State will try to get out 3-on-2. With the forwards coming back, it's good to see. Good back check there from Cassina. Good solid defense right now from the Seawolves. Passed out in front. This is Cassina who carried through the neutral zone. Trying to get it to Murphy, but it was a weak backhand pass, and it winds up back into the Kent State zone. Seawolves will start their change. And now that line is complete. Riccardi, Murphy, and Cassina. That plays offsides, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 1:24 to go in the first period. The Stony Brook Seawolves are up by the score of 4-0 over Kent State. Face-off in the neutral zone, and it's Stony Brook as they battle for it. Stony Brook comes away with it, and still battling for it. Now Kent State got it. This is Taylor? No, yeah, it's Taylor. Sends it toward the net, and Lockwood sends it to the back. Pass to Beniamini, up to the neutral zone comes Palmieri, will just dump in. Okiki will get it. Out in front, loose puck. Again, goaltenders are wandering, leaving that net open.
Yeah, the Kent State goalies are very aggressive on the puck, and they're going to get burned, and they already have once.
All right, we're under a minute to go in the first period. Face-off is going to be inside the Kent State zone as the net did come off the mooring.
Here's the last 2-on-1 opportunity that Kent State had, and Lockwood was able to make that play.
Yeah. Covers a lot of the net, Lockwood, just like Payne Yoder. And Stony Brook, that's Beniamini battling along the wall with Gianelli. Puck goes around the wall to. Nice play to get the puck in the zone on the Seawolves here. Nice turnaround shot, but Pune using his reach at his size, not allowing that. Oh, not shot from the corner. Lockwood, very, very sharp. Yeah, well, we know that Lockwood played for Team Beijing last year, from what we were told, and saw a fair amount of rubber. So he's not immune to taking lots of shots. And that's the end of the first period, folks, as we are going to take our first intermission break. The Seawolves are on top 4-0. 12 shots on goal for the Seawolves, 7 for the Kent State University Golden Flashers. And very interesting first period. We'll recap it all when we come back for the start of the second. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Mignani, Logan Eddie Sukoff, Trevor behind the controls. We are moments away from the start of the second period, and we got some stats to go through, Andy.
Yeah, we do. 4 goals for Stony Brook, including 2 by Ian Burns, his first 2 as a member of the Seawolves. Started out Frank Kasha on the first shot of the game of a nice feed from behind the net by Brendan Pepe, his 3rd assist of the season. So Kasha getting his first. That was 4.5 minutes into the game. Power play goal. So right now, Stony Brook is 2 for 2 on the power play today. Their second goal scored by Kevin Murphy from Chris Molnar and Brad Riccardi on really nice puck movement on the power play. And then 35 seconds later, Ian Burns gets his first from Frank Scherting. And then the second goal from Burns on that. Really, what can you say? One of the better plays you'll see from a newcomer, making from in between his legs off the feed from Pepe right into the net.
And the fact that Pepe saw him there and got him the puck, he was almost like he was going for that deflection. He saw it all the way.
Yeah, and then a few penalties that period. 3 for Kent State, 2 for Stony Brook. The first one was Taylor for tripping, which led to the goal by Kasha. Then Keith O'Brien and Frank Scherting went off for Stony Brook, which led to would have led to a 2-man advantage.
Watching that first goal for the Seawolves.
As we're kind of rewatching everything. And then a 4-minute double minor for Jason Smith on Kent State. 2 for Carson and 2 for grabbing the face mask. And that's what ultimately led to the power play goal for Murphy.
All right. Teams are getting back on the ice, and we'll be ready to go in just a second here. I was just trying to think about when the last time a rookie scored 2 goals in his first game. And I don't know, I'm not sure if it's a Ryan Kottkamp guy kind of situation.
I'm trying to think from last season, because I remember last year there was somebody who came out very quickly and started off very strong.
I just it escapes me. I can't remember who it was, but
we'll think of who it was as we go through the game. But as you get here in the second period, Stony Brook's clearly in control of this game, having scored 2 goals in 35 seconds and then scoring 1 late in the first period. So they've got Kent State on their heels. They had to change their goalie, and they're bringing in the guy who had 46 saves yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's going to be now a tough order for Stony Brook to see if they can continue to go at the clip that they had in the first period.
Ice is still a little wet, so pucks might stick a little bit here. And here we go. Alanya dropping the puck. Now we've got somebody coming off the ice who has to come off the ice for an equipment issue. I think. Yeah. And again, he sent number 24 off the ice. That's Chiveria. But needless to say, here we go. Seawolves still got that. Oh, that puck is hit out of the rink, so they'll face it off inside the zone. Yeah, I think there might have been a torn. Or something hanging off the bottom of his pants, and that's
an equipment issue that
needs to be addressed. All right, face-off in the neutral zone as they change the face-off location. Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves, and he wins it back. Kowicki will try to push it up, but it gets pushed back toward him. Back in the Seawolves zone, he gets it up to Mulder. Mulder immediately checked by Taylor. And the puck further back in the Seawolves zone. Now, Quickie just gave it away again. Crockett now as the puck gets deeper into the Seawolves zone. Let's see if Kent State comes out with a much tougher effort here. They're doing a good job right now hemming in the Seawolves.
They're going to have to.
And hey, there's a goal for Kent State. Good forecheck. Seawolves got kind of caught lollygagging in their own zone, not getting the puck out. And on the first minute, Kent State puts one up on the board.
And we're going to watch it here. Here comes Smith. I'm sorry, that's Sudlow. And he's got Taylor right in front, and Taylor goes right through the 5-hole.
Yeah, the puck got past Pepe over his stick, and maybe playing a little bit more cerebral there, not hard on the on Taylor, but the puck got onto Taylor's stick, and he just snuck it through the wickets on Lockwood. And that's only the 8th shot on goal for Lanier. Is still talking to head coach Underwood regarding the situation with Treveria's uniform. Schering will pump it in now. You got a 4-1 game. Kind of interesting. Let's see what happens here. Puck sent back into the zone. The 4th line for the Seawolves on the ice now. Oh, actually, it's not the 4th line. It's Cassina, Murphy, and Ricciardi. Murphy, nice play with Murphy with the puck. Back to Schering, and a blocker saved by Okiki. This is Murphy. Took Ricciardi, fires a shot, and it side of the net did not get through. And this is hoisted out into the rink, and they'll face off to be back inside the Kent State zone. 18:45 to go in the second period. Seawolves up on the score of 4-1. Kent State finally on the board after 4 periods. Yeah, so Treveria needs to change his pants in order to get back on the ice.
That's not one of the stranger things you've seen in a hockey game.
No. What's that line? Nice pants? All right, face off to the right of Buller. Face off win by the Seawolves. Schering will send it in, and a blocker saved by Buller. Actually, it's not Buller. I apologize. It's Okiki, as the change was made late in the first period. So Okiki is back in net after facing 49 shots last night and only giving up 3 goals. Picked up by Schering. Oh, just over his stick. He was offside play here. Kent State was offside, so it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Seawolves will change up, come out with Palmieri, Beniamini, Kalilo, and Bishop and Kasha. Murph. All right, Taylor is on with his line and scored the last goal. Kalilo will have to get out of the zone and back in, touch up. Okiki leaves it for Taylor. Taylor watched by Palmieri. Does a nice job taking that puck away and shot to the net. Didn't get through. Bishop with a shot, deflection, rebound, and a nice wraparound goal by Ori Beniamini. Using his speed and quickness to get that puck in. That was a long way to go for Okiki to get back across.
We're going to watch that again. You just watch Beniamini. His eyes are on the puck the entire time. Here's the breakout. Bishop takes a shot. It gets kicked away, and Beniamini is going to just take the rebound. Okiki's got no chance.
Yeah. All right. Ori Beniamini on the board. Seawolves 5. Kent State 1. And that puck is shot out of the rink again, and they'll face it off back in a neutral zone. Well, actually, in center ice, they'll do it again. Lanya won't make the change because the puck was fired out. Will not allow Kent State. Yeah. So he cannot make the change. Face-off will be in the neutral zone, right outside the Kent State zone. O'Brien on the draw with Bernies, who has 2 goals for the Seawolves in his debut. He was on that forecheck, using that speed. O'Brien goes after it now, trying to get it to Burns. It goes past him. And Kent State. That puck did not get through. It was Utita who carried it in for Kent State. This puck, again, fired out. A lot of pucks going out of the rink here today. And they're getting higher and higher each time. Got to keep an eye on that.
We're only 3 minutes into this period. We've already had 2 goals. It's been a lot of back and forth action here in the second period.
O'Brien on the draw for the Seawolves against Hainline. And it's won by the Seawolves, controlled by Burns. Burns with the puck. Back to the point to Kasha. Back down low behind the net, trying to find Peck. Peck controls back behind the net, picked up by O'Brien. Now he overskates it. And that puck is still back there. Peck is battling, doing a heck of a job with the puck as Peck. He'll send it back down to O'Brien, who spins and turns and walks out in front, trying to get a pass off. Now fires a shot, doesn't get through. Loose puck. Bishop gets knocked down off the puck as he's being backed up by his forwards, and he'll get back to the point, and the forwards will go back in. This is Kasha coming in, pinching in, keeping it in. This is Ian Burns, and he'll lose it, but back to O'Brien, who fires a shot.
That's blocked in
front. Doesn't get through. The defense and the offense switching constantly, which is great to see. Parker Bishop trying to get that puck in, and they'll be able to actually change up here. And as this puck is not going to be an icing, goes all the way down the Seawolf zone. Lockwood will leave it for Kasha. He's being watched carefully. And Kasha will skate out with it. Through the neutral zone comes Kasha. He'll send a shot high, looking for top short side. Just sailed over the top of the net. Kasha will push it back in now. Back up to the point. Turn and shot by Crockett did not get through. Blocked down. This is Slovin on the forecheck. And Pepe knocked it out of midair.
I don't think he was intending to do that. I think it's just the sheer size of him that it hit him near the chest, and he just pushed it into the bench.
All right. So you got Crockett, Murphy, Molnar, and Slevin who were out there for that last goal that Kent State scored. So let's see if they can pick a shift up here and pick their game up a little bit. Another giveaway. And that puck almost wound up in the net again.
That rolled through the crease. And Kent State's kind of buzzing around where they're getting some open ice here.
It could be the matchup on this line. Might not be the best matchup. There's a little bit more speed out there for Kent State that I can see than the Seawolves are bringing into this game. Oh, there it is again. That's 2 shifts in a row for that line. That's not a good matchup.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Coach Garofalo's going to have to find a different line combination to go out against.
They can't match up against that line, and that line they're confident because they did it to them before. They just did it again.
And watch, here's Smith. Smith is right in front. Nobody's around him. He just stuffs it in.
Yeah, Lockwood opened up his legs there, and puck found its way through. So it's 5-2 now as Kent State has come through for 2 goals in this period. Same line against the same line the Seawolves put out there, which is, you gotta have some cause for concern.
Well, that's also showing confidence in that line that they can adjust.
Yeah, the coaching staff figuring out the matchups. You're really watching it. So the Seawolves have 3 lines that can really buzz, and that other line is maybe not as quick. But it's a powerful line, but it's not a quick line. And then it's clearly speed and tenacity that has put 2 pucks in the net for that line for Kent State. Picked up by Casino. Casino crossed it back over to Hune, and Hune will go back in the zone, send it back to Sherding. Sherding will send a cross-ice feed out past Casino. Okiki will get out there and play it because Casino was coming in, and Casino almost picked it off. They'll start to change up for the Seawolves. Sherding came in, and the puck went over his stick. Sherding will pick it up, send a cross-ice feed to Kalillos. Coming in with Riccardi breaking to the net. Kalillo taken out. Took a spill into the boards. Getting back kind of slowly. Ooh, Lockwood made the save, and it skidded right past him. Almost went in.
He didn't see where it went, and he looked around. That puck was maybe 6 inches from the goal line, and he jumped on it because Kent State was charging hard to get that.
Lockwood's
get to that puck.
He's fighting it, but he's Trying to stay focused. He can get a lot of shots in the first period. Now he's starting to get some, and it's got to stay focused. Face-off will be to the right of him. We're back with Molnar now. Molnar is out there with Benyamini, and it might have been a switch here. Slevin now is probably going to be on a different line. Maybe that's the change that the coaches are going to make, because they got to make some kind of adjustment to battle on that line. Slevin, just like I said, is a freshman. He's a very flashy player, but defensively may not be as responsible yet.
And that's going to come with time. Like, as you play more games, you get more in tune to what you're going to be asked to do offensively and defensively.
Yeah. Benyamini with the steal now. Carries the puck, turns around, tries to hold it. And Batita taking down Molnar. Molnar not liking that at all. Keep an eye on that one. This is Kasha over to Bishop. He'll forward it out to Palmieri. He'll flip it across corner. Molnar will go after it. Molnar taps it, gets behind the net with the puck. Back up the wall and push down. Taro, good block by Bishop as they come to the front of the net. Bodies falling all over the place. As you know, the intensity level's raising up here. Bishop really blocked a shot, though. Good hard shot from Batita.
Yeah, they've really come out here in the second period, and they've taken it to Stony Brook. They're kind of doing what Stony Brook did in the first period and pushing them back. They're showing that kind of fight that they didn't show last night.
Yeah, you have a 3-0 lead, a 4-0 lead. The game starts to get a little like you think you're taking the pedal off, but that's what happens. And then the other team goes in the locker room. The coach basically gives them the riot act, and then they wake up and they start playing. I'm going to have matching penalties here. Benyamini for Stony Brook. Batita for...
It looks like they're still jawing at each other. There's also somebody else in the box for Stony Brook, too.
Yeah, it's Bishop.
Bishop and Benyamini in the box. We should get an explanation about what's going on here momentarily. As Sherding and Solo get explanations from
Stony
the
Brook's
officials.
got an extra 2 minutes, so... All right, so the original penalty was to Benyamini. The coincidental penalties, and then the additional penalty to Benyamini.
That should be Bishop that's taking the...
All right, right now they got Benyamini on the clock for 2 minutes. Here's the penalties. All right, so we got 2 delayed game penalties for each for each team, and then Benyamini with a head contact penalty for 2 minutes. Face off to the right of Lockwood. It's Crockett. Crockett will be killing the penalty along with Palmieri, Kasha, and Sherding. I'm sorry, yes, Sherding as well, yes. This is Taylor, sends it across to Rukatsky. This is Hainline up to Montfort. And we got another penalty now. That was it.
We're seeing a lot of penalties getting taken in this series.
No, no penalty call. It was just a
Just an offsides.
yeah, offsides. All right, Crockett on the draw against Smith. Crockett wins it. Shardy will send it all the way down. Right on goal. Okiki having to make the save. Kent State carrying the puck into the Stony Brook zone. Good. Kasha tried to clear it, could not clear it out. It's a shot on goal, glove down by Lockwood. That one was labeled top corner, and Lockwood able to get the glove on it.
Lockwood had to use every bit of the size that he has to make that play. So we're going to watch it here. Here comes the shot, and that was going top corner. I don't know if that would have, I think that might have gone over the net because it looked like it was still on the rise when Lockwood got it.
I'm not sure if he actually caught it and went up with it versus if it was there when he caught it. Sometimes it tends to happen. The momentum of the shot will carry the glove up. Good play by Scherty here, trying to battle and get that loose puck. Him and Pepe out there right now, killing us on the D side. Pepe tried to get it up the wall and not able to get it out. Gianelli gets it down low. Nice cross-sized feed. Oh, and it was muffed. That was Smith with a great golden opportunity, and he muffed it. Fired all the way down by the Seawolves, and Okiki will hold it up. Is this Sudlow? Is it Sudlow? I can't tell with the numbers, folks. I apologize.
This is Moore right here in front of us.
26. This is Taylor now. Tries to get it. That same play. Just trying to get it out to a forward in front of that net. That was 24.
Chavaria.
He now has a new pair of pants, so he could play.
And we're back at even strength. And he's out of the box. And Burns is going to come on to even it up.
All right, loose puck. This is Taylor. Fires a shot. Tried to get something through. Not going to work. Here comes Riccardi. Oh, this is actually Ian Burns. Sorry. Using his speed and size, trying to move that puck down. He's already got 2 goals for the Seawolves in his debut. And this will be fired back out to the neutral zone. Kowicki will pick it up. And tapped in by Burns. Back into the Seawolves zone. Chased down by Schaefer. Schaefer wins that puck. Being watched by Kowicki. Peck watching Montfort. Back up to Parry. Parry will try to get a shot through. It doesn't get through. Seawolves trying to get the puck out of their zone, and now is going to take an icing. But sometimes it's good to take a breath.
Even though you won't be able to change your lines, you get 30 seconds while the officials bring the puck down to take a minute. And this line's been out there for a while.
Yeah, they need to get it clear. They need to get it out. And the second period is always tough. It's a longer change to get on and off the ice. And Kent State wins it. Oh, good shot from the half boards there. Good save by Lockwood off the pad. Seawolves got to be a little bit more aggressive here. They got the young line out there. They got to be a little bit more aggressive trying to get this puck out. Maybe Lockwood could try to help them out and make a save, and here now they're going to get a chance to get out. Oh, nice move by Burns, and he gets rocked to the wall. But he's up and playing like he's been here before. Controlled by the Seawolves, and they're still on the ice.
Guess the coaching staff has faith in this line that even after an icing and being out there for a while, that they can still contribute.
This is going to go all the way down for the Seawolves. This will be an icing on.
Or they were waiting for that.
Kent State. And they recovered. They got that puck out and got it down there and some opportunities. 8:28 to go in the second period. Seawolves up by the score of 5-2 over Kent State. Face-off will be to the right of Okiki. Cardi wins the draw. Murphy with the shot just sailed over the top of the net. Cardi, again, he gets dumped down. It's fired all the way around. Bishop won't get to it, so he's got to go chase it. Cross-ice feed to Kasha. Kasha trying to get it back to Bishop, but Bishop gets it hit to him. Murphy gets it. And trying to get it across the ice. Good play by this speedster there, Ethington. And this puck now pushed out by the Seawolves. Offsides play. Riccardi's got to get back on side. Casita will send it back across to Kasha. And back across to Casina to Riccardi. Picked up by Murphy. And he'll fire in. Okiki will hold it up. Kasha pinches in. And this puck squirts out. It's going to go all the way down, but Lockwood's going to get there. Ooh! And now Lockwood's out of position.
And he made the same mistake that Buehler made earlier in the game by going too far out. And he went cross ice with it, but there was somebody from Kent State sitting right there. That's a play that can't be made. You have to be, if you're the goalie and you're handling the puck, you need to be looking up to see where everybody is.
Yeah. Again, I think what's happening is the Seawolves are getting a little guilty of being out there too long, and they need to get off the ice sooner. And again, this first game, second game, they're going to have that issue. But they do need to get off the ice when they can. You get up the ice, down the ice, and then on your return trip back down, you got to get off.
And I think this is what plagued them in the second periods most of last year with the long chains. They were staying on the ice far too long, and then they were prone to making those mistakes in their own zone.
Yeah, they're also giving the puck away a little bit too easily today, making some ill-advised passes. And dumped in by Hoon. Palillo on the forecheck. Palmieri knocked it down, but it's still a 2-on-1. Good defensive play by Hoon. Solid defensive play.
Hoon used all his size there to cut off the angle between the two of them.
Yeah, he stayed right in the middle where you're supposed to play it, textbook. Palmieri now dumps in, chases after it. 1-4 with the puck. He sends it up the wall. Yoon will be there. Yoon will just fire it back in. Seawolves have to touch up. And now should get off. This is the time you make the change.
And now that they are making.
Yeah, which is smart. Now Slevin is back on this line with Crockett.
And Palmieri's
out there. But I think Palmieri needs to get off. I think he was on the other line.
Unless they're trying something different, maybe keeping Palmieri out there with Slevin and Crockett to see defensively if this is going to be a more sound unit.
We'll see. Crockett now, this is that line. Butita
and Smith have really clicked in this period. They've gotten a lot of chemistry against this Stony Brook defense over these last two games.
Maybe a different deep pairing here is working for them. They got Shirting out there with Yoon.
Palmieri's coming off now.
So they figured out, and maybe figured out that line a little bit. Back out to Molnar, fires a shot off the pad of Butita. Molnar sends it back out in front, and no one there for the Seawolves. This is fired all the way down. This should be an icing. Nope. Slow down as the puck was sluttering. Picked up by Pepe. Pepe trying to get it to Slevin, but that's going to be an icing.
Slevin didn't put his stick down to get it. He could have at least deflected, and that would have negated the icing because he was already past him.
Yeah. I mean, Pepe made the right play. You got to get the puck up to your forward who's streaking. You got a chance to get him in.
But then as the forward, you need to make sure that your stick is down, so even if you're not going to get the puck on the stick, at least you're going to knock it where you're going to negate any icing that could potentially occur.
Quickie will send it back around to Pepe, and he has got a little bit of room. Forward pass, nice tap to O'Brien. O'Brien will dump in. And Slevin is now on there with O'Brien and Molnar, probably in the middle of a change. Might be experimenting.
Because Burns is sitting on the edge of the bench. He's ready to get in.
Oh, that puck got through, and Okiki just in good position made that save. Oh, Pepe slammed to the wall hard. Big check by Frankel. Frankel's a big kid.
Yes, he is. And we commented on that yesterday that if he hits somebody, you're going to hear it. And now we're seeing maybe a little confusion between the Seawolves defense because there's nobody on the far side. And Sullivan was able to get to that puck untouched.
What they're doing is they're looking at where the gaps are that the Seawolves are leaving, and they're making some decisions, good decisions, coaching decisions, as to how they're moving the puck. Where yesterday they were doing everything from the strong side, now they're looking to the weak side.
They're finding those openings, and that's what's giving them some better shots. There was that last rush by the Seawolves, and nice play here by Kowicki to keep the puck in. I'm sorry, that was Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe,
and that was when Pepe took the shot into the boards.
And there's a reach pass. Slevin might beat it, and I think he did. He negated the icing.
But then he slowed up.
Yeah, he should have went. Yeah. And there's a shot from the point by Bishop, gobbled up by Okiki. Down to 2:37 to go. Yeah. Well, 2:37 to go on that play. Faceoff will be inside the Kent State zone to the left of Okiki. As the Stony Brook Seawolves will change up their line. They'll come out with Cassina, Riccardi, and Murphy. And puck is won back by Kent State. Back to the point to Kasha. Will just tap it back in, but Cassina will get to it. Cassina will dump deep. Back behind the net. Kasha's going to pinch. Cassina's going to stay back. Good communication.
Because when Kasha went up, Cassina knew to come back around in case that puck skipped over Kasha. At least Cassina's there
Absolutely.
to keep Kent State at bay or keep the puck in.
There's a good play. Go off the wall. Nice job by Bishop to negate that scoring opportunity.
That was Moore who got around and was going one-on-one with Bishop.
Yep, Seawolves are going to take another penalty.
It's going to be Riccardi who will probably go off. It's going to be a tripping penalty. So this comes with 1:53 left in the period. Those are not the penalties you want to be taking at the end of the period.
Yeah, especially when you got to have you're going to have at least another line change, at least one before that, and that is a bit of a challenge when you're down a man. Crockett on the draw, but it's won by Kent State, picked up by Wantfor. Sends it over to Sullivan. Sudlow gets it down low. Sudlow picks it back up, and he'll look for the point man, but sends it back behind. Kasha will send it up. That's Sullivan over to Wantfor. Wantfor looks on the half wall now, down low. Back up to Wantfor. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan at the point. Just looking for a deflection, which happened, but it was deflected wide by Chavarria.
That was a good idea what Kent State did. They just deflected it the wrong direction.
Just don't send a hard shot. Just send something that can be deflected. Wantfor. Back to Wantfor again. Wantfor over to Sullivan. Sullivan, they're doing a good job controlling the puck, but Seawolves keeping him on the outside, not letting anything in the middle go.
And right there, Sullivan saw an opening in that box and was able to get into the slot. Luckily, the puck was deflected away by the Stony Brook defense and cleared out.
All right, we're under a minute to go. Still another 54 to go in the man advantage. This is Wantfor, and he's almost got his pocket picked by Palmieri, who was up for the forecheck. Fired all the way around the Seawolves zone. Sherding will get there and try to turn it and get it out. Palmieri will get it. Nice through the legs pass to Sherding by Palmieri. Good heady play there. And back up to the neutral zone. Picked up by Moeller, who'll get it back to his defenseman, Pepe, who'll fire it all the way down. And that'll probably do it for the period. Another 6 seconds to go. And Pepe will just eat it up, and that'll do it. All right, throws to 2 periods. The Stony Brook Seawolves lead Kent State University by a score of 5-2. Shots on goal for 2 periods. 23 for the Seawolves, 18 for Kent State. Folks, we'll take a break, and we'll be back to recap the second period statistics before the start of the third period. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live as we get prepared to start the third period. Andy, we got some goals scored in that period, actually from both sides. So
yep, there were three goals. There were 3 goals scored that period, 2 by Kent State. They actually started the goal scoring 41 seconds into the period. Chance Taylor took a feed from Sudlow, and basically, as Lockwood was committing, he stuffed it in right through the 5-hole. About a minute and a half later, Ori Benyamini responded with a wraparound from Parker Bishop. Parker Bishop took the initial shot. It was kicked away by Okiki, and Benyamini wrapped around. Okiki had no chance. 2 minutes later after that, Jason Smith for Kent State scored on a feed from Petita, and that's where we're at, 5-2. The shot total through 2 periods is 23-18 in favor of the Seawolves. 14 combined penalty minutes. Kent State once again 0 for 4 on the power play, but they still have 7 seconds left on this 4th power play that they've got going right now.
All right, Seawolves just trying to figure out the matchups here, and I think Kent State did a good job in that period changing some of their matchups.
They did. That line with Petita and Smith did very well against the line of Slevin, Molnar, and Crockett.
All right, Seawolves will come out to kill the rest of this penalty. They'll have Sherding on D, Yoon on D, Palmieri and Benyamini centering. Just Taylor taking the draw for Kent State. Here we go. Face-off won by the Seawolves. Yoon will fire it back into the neutral zone, picked up by Parry. Parry trying to get over to Watford, but he's pinned to the board. He'll just shoot it down. Yoon will pass it back down. Almost had a break with Colella. We're all even up now. 5-on-5. Colella, Benyamini, and Palmieri for the Seawolves. Passes hit into the Stony Brook zone. Sherding back behind the net, being challenged by 2 players. Can't get his stick down as the stick is being held. Wraparound attempt does not get through, and Sherding is going at it with number 24. That's Chaveria. As they were battling. Kent State will change their lineup and come back with Petita. And the rest of his line mates, including Smith. And 25, that's Moore. Seawolves change up and they come on with Casina, Riccardi, and Murphy. This is Yoon coming through the neutral zone with speed. Gets it up to Murphy. Murphy will backhand in. Murphy takes a hit. Gets that puck off.
And Riccardi was right behind Okiki and almost poked the puck away right through the middle of the net.
Yeah, that puck did not get out. Casino tried to finesse it around a Kent State player, but it still stays in the zone. Now Murphy will pick it up for the Seawolves. His stick is knocked out of his hands, but picked up by Riccardi. Gets it to Casina, who is in, and will drop it back for Riccardi. We're going to have a penalty here. Maybe a slash.
And it's on Kent State.
Yeah, it'll be a slashing call. Kent State will go in, have to kill off 2 minutes.
This is, it's Moore going off.
And we got a couple more Stony Brook guys up here helping us out with the cameras today. We appreciate that. Face off to the right of Okiki. Face-off won by the Seawolves. This is Murphy. He'll control over to Sherding. Sherding sends it to the net, and Okiki with a save. Loose puck in front, as that puck never really was gobbled up by Okiki. Now it's fired all the way down into the Seawolves zone. Down to 1:45 to go in the man advantage for the Seawolves, and a quick hard forecheck there. But Chaveria was able to almost get the puck. And that puck is off Sherding's stick and fired all the way back down. A little bit more impatient now, Seawolves on this power play.
And there's really no reason for them to be. They're already 2 for 2 on the power play. They've been effective. Keep going with your game plan. No need to force anything that's not there.
Well, that puck scooted through Gianelli, and he was able to maintain possession. Back to the point to Sherding. Sends it over to Murphy down low to Riccardi. Riccardi with the puck. Goes down low. Past Moeller. Moeller will get it and pass it back up to Murphy, back down to Moeller, but he loses it, and now it's fired over the top. So, effective penalty kill so far for Kent State. And Seawolves will start to change up their lines now. This is Riccardi, who sends a cross-ice pass to Colillo. Colillo is in, and he'll drop it back for Palmieri, who does have control. He'll send it back down the wall, but it's blocked. Now back up to Colillo and back out to the neutral zone. Effective penalty kill so far by Kent State. This is going to force Chiveria, going to force Pepe all the way back. It's picked up by Kasha. Kasha will send it across to Pepe. Pepe will send it to the neutral zone, tapped over to Colillo, who's going to fire a shot. Rebound came out just past Benjamini. That shot all the way down on goal as we are just about even up. Last 4 seconds to go. Pepe will send it across to Kasha, who just lost it. It actually wasn't really on his tape. All even up now. Heavier forecheck coming from Kent State now than before.
Yeah, they've been much more aggressive in the second period and now into the third. As they let only one shot on that power play opportunity for the Seawolves, so they're adjusting to what Stony Brook's throwing at them. And now Stony Brook, what they have to do is they have to adjust to what Kent State has put in front of them to find new openings.
Right. Face off to the right of Lockwood. This is Colillo. He's got Palmieri streaming to the net. Colillo will carry behind. And he gets hooked down, and he'll going to have another penalty.
Yeah, that one's about as blatant as you'll get.
Yeah, it's not a really good penalty there by Sullivan.
That's an unnecessary penalty.
Yeah, it's basically he was skating all the way up to the blue line, not down. So Seawolves will go back on the power play, see if they can make anything happen here. Face-off beat to the right of Okiki. Riccardi on the draw. Again, Murphy and Slevin. And it seems like Slevin is not playing every shift.
No,
they're putting him out on certain situations now.
I think they're trying to see where he's going to fit best.
Working on the power play. No look pass down to Molnar, sending across to Riccardi. So it's Molnar, Riccardi, and Slevin with Murphy at the point. And a good shot by Sherding. It got through. And Slevin unable to get his stick down. And the puck rolls onto Okiki, who'll freeze it up for the faceoff. 1:22 left to go in the man advantage for the Seawolves. 15:36 to go in the game. And remember, folks, next week we're back Saturday night, 8:30 p.m. against Rutgers. And battle down in the corner. It's a three-man scrum going after that puck. Slevin trying to get to it. Oh, his stick just came right across the back of Wanfor. This is Murphy. Winds it, fires! Wide. Off the wall and all the way out. Sherding will start up behind the net and make a pass out to Slevin. We'll send it back to Sherding. Sherding will carry and fire in all the way around. Palmieri will get there and try to shoot it all the way back around. He does. There's no Seawolf on that side of the ice. So Sherding able to knock it out of midair. Nice play. Palmieri through the legs. Oh, baby, what a play.
Palmieri
did not go.
Palmieri got that close. He was right there, right in front of Okiki.
And Palmieri is going to go for 2 minutes. Actually, you're going to have. I think it's going to be a double call. Palmieri just came up with an elbow, I think, on Ginelli.
And they're going to call it tripping.
And Ginelli took that. I think it was a blatant elbow, to be honest. But Seawolves will now be victimized for a 2-minute penalty. Oh, they're giving him 5. Oh. That's a tough one. It's a 5-minute elbowing penalty. Up on the board against Devin Palmieri. But the referee calls it as he sees it.
That's what these guys are paid for.
Face-off will be to the left of Lockwood. Now the Seawolves have just 7 seconds to go with an even squad out there. And then it'll be 4 minutes plus.
Oh, we saw yesterday that they were able to successfully kill a 5-minute major.
Right, but I think it's a different game today.
It is.
Yeah. I think the Seawolves are going to have a little bit more gumption here. And they have Lockwood in net. They don't have Yoder.
But this is where you can see what the freshman's made of when you put him in an adverse situation.
This is exactly right, and it is a good situation for Lockwood to be in. And don't forget, he's seen a lot of rubber over the past couple of years. So, I mean, for him, he's more than capable of handling it. But it is his debut, so there's always that, Good defensive play there by Pepe. Get that puck out. Seawolves able to change everyone up.
To the shoulder. Awesome!
All right, Seawolves bang it all the way down to Kent State zone, and Kent State will start up again. 3:49 to go in the 5-minute major. And picked up by Smith. Smith is being watched by Bishop. Good play by Bishop. Benyamini down on the right side. We're going to have a penalty here. It's going to be a holding call, I believe, or interference. Yeah, and now it's going to be, that's going to say goodbye to the power play, at least another minute and a half of it. So we're watching the call here on what the major call was. It was on Palmieri.
Here's Palmieri right there, and then he got his shoulder. It looks like, if anything,
there was a little bit of a foul. There was a little bit of a follow through from Palmieri, but not an elbow. It was a shoulder with a follow through, and the stick was already up, and the player's own stick clocked him in the head. So again, this is another penalty being called. But you gotta wonder. I mean, I know they want to keep the game safe. That's fine, but let him play. Shirting trying to get a play made there, unable to get it onto the stick of the trailer. This is good defensive play by Shirting coming back. Benyamini going to hoist it out to Riccardi as he's stripped of the puck by Batista. Ginelli with the puck. Sends it back to Batista through the neutral zone. And his pass is picked up by Riccardi. Great play by Riccardi. Riccardi, he just had one more step and he was in.
Yeah, but he was trying to take on 4 people at once, which is a tall order for anyone.
But if we'll watch that replay. I got news. He just has to realize he has that opening there. He's got to just burst it. He cut right through. Yesterday he had the same situation, but he went left instead of cutting back inside. He's got some good speed, Riccardi. He'll figure that one out when he sees watches the game and can see it. It's amazing there were 3 players around him too. Seawolves doing a good job here, trying to keep that puck in. Another wraparound chance.
Slevin was right there. Okiki kicked the leg out just in time.
Oh, this is getting really nasty. Hits are getting really high. Yeah. Bad calls will do that to a game, unfortunately. All right, face-off will be down in the Kent State zone for an icing call. Down to 11:02 to go. 142 on Palmieri's major. And 11 seconds to go on the minor to Kent State. Still playing 4-on-4. This puck is all the way out. Pepe will turn as Kent State makes a change. Good play by Pepe. Able to knock Petita down in the process. Oh, through the legs. Screen shot. Nice pad save by Okiki. Parker Bishop made a good play there. He was going to go with the hip check and realized he may have missed and turned his body and played the player. Nice job there.
We're down to the last minute of Palmieri's major. And thus far, Stony Brook has been effective in allowing really only one shot on goal in this 5-minute span.
Yeah, like I said, defensively they've been pretty solid. I mean, other than the 2 goals they let up today, it's been a pretty solid effort. And that puck is picked off, and there was you got a hook on that one. Petita going again for probably, he may have saved the breakaway. I'm not sure. It's possible.
There have been a lot of penalties this period, and
face off to the left of Okiki. Won by Kent State. And all the way out to the neutral zone. Heffernan over to Kowicki. And fired. There's a blown stick. Good job by Heffernan to get that puck out. As he was breaking through now. Oh, that was a very, very close call. That offsides call, very close. 2 players coming over the ice at the same time, one with the puck. I'm not sure if both legs were on. Let's
watch it here. All right. Yes, he's over. Right there, you can see he's over.
Yeah, it was actually a very good call. And he waited to make the call. He made it. He processed it, and
that's a sign of a good official.
Yeah. All right. Seawolves will start out in their own zone.
Palmieri's out, so the Seawolves are on their 5th power play of the game.
Benyamini drops it back to Kalilo. Kalilo just turns and shoots. Save made by Okiki.
Palmieri went into the net, and he was on top of Okiki.
Well, yeah, he got pushed in to begin with. No, I don't think anyone's going.
Well, after the whistle blew and Palmieri was on top of Okiki, one of Kent State's players basically shoved him down because he gets pushed here.
Well, Kalilo got pushed in, but he's getting called for goaltender interference.
And then you have here. See, this is Wanfor. He's like basically throwing him around. Wanfor, after the play and after the whistle blew, he basically took Kalilo and kind of threw him around.
Yes, he was just squandered another opportunity on the power play here, but it wasn't really Kalilo's fault. He was kind of forced in to the goaltender. Face off to the left of Lockwood. Benyamini, nice job to try to poke that puck out. And now he does get possession of it. Gets it over to Palmieri, who'll just backhand it all the way down. It's 4-on-4 right now, still 4-on-4. Fired all the way back into the Seawolf zone. And back to get it now. Pepe. Kasha with the puck through the neutral zone. Will skate in. This is Frank Kasha, backhander, all the way around. And back out into the Seawolves neutral zone.
There's 15 seconds left on Batita's penalty, so Kent State will be on the power play for 48 seconds.
Good read by Kasha. And that puck hits the rafters, so face-off will be back in the Kent State zone. Now Kent State on the power play for 47 seconds.
Well, with the way the penalties are flying, why don't they just play 4-on-4 the rest of the game?
I personally like 3-on-3 myself. But all right, face-off to the right of Okiki. Crockett on the draw. I haven't seen Crockett on the ice in a while. Maybe I'm not sure if anything's changed or maybe just haven't noticed it.
That might be an in-game adjustment that coaching staff is making to use him to his best strengths. Crockett last year was a top penalty killer, so you would think that you would see him on the ice very often today.
And Molden got that
either that or because of the fact that they've taken so many penalties, you want to get other people on the penalty kill just to give your top guys a quick rest.
Yep. Nikita carries it in. This is nice save on the shot. Batita's pass to Smith. Smith got a nice wrist shot off, and Lockwood with the save.
Lockwood's been effective today. He's not let too many rebounds get by. There have been a couple, but for the most part, he's kept control of the puck.
Yeah. Face off to the right of Lockwood. So Bryan on the draw. And now Burns, after slashing, will have to take the draw. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to slash this guy, and then I'm going to take the face off. All right, all even up. Oh, nice try, nice lead pass almost. And coming in 2-on-1. That was Batita, but the shot went wide. Big hit on the wall there. Another big hit. Two big hits for the Seawolves.
And you got Bishop and
Burns with a nice shot.
Eddington were just going at it behind the play.
That was a good shot. Lockwood got the glove up. That's right where a goal scorer scores them goals, right near the ear.
Yep, and that's where Lockwood had his glove ready and waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, Kent State had a lot of power play opportunities today. I think number 6.
That was their 6th there, and they are 0 for 6. The Seawolves in this series have been 10 for 10 on the penalty kill.
Yeah. All right, fire all around the wall. This is O'Brien back behind the net for the Seawolves. Now it's picked up by Heffernan. Heffernan will look up and try to get it out. Oh, no, he doesn't. And good job to keep that puck in by Kent State. But now the puck squirts out to the neutral zone. And Parry will turn it, and he'll lose it. Now this is offsides by the Seawolves as
Burns was...
Yeah, couldn't get back onside.
There's only so much you could slow play down to let your teammates get back on side. He was too close to the line. There was really nothing that he could have done except inevitably take that off sides.
Casina, Murphy, and Riccardi. Kawicki on D along with Heffernan. It's interesting, Heffernan and Kawicki playing together on this pairing, and I know that's going to be another one too. Yeah, that's another really bad penalty being taken. That's Sudlow. It's not something he probably wanted to do, but I mean,
so this is going to be the 6th penalty or the 6th power play opportunity.
I'm not sure whether or not Heffernan lost an edge there, or I think more he lost an edge than he got pushed in. But I didn't see the whole play there. So, all right, Seawolves back on the power play. And it seems to be the word of the day. Picked up by Beniamini now, and this is Pepe controlling it. Back over to Kalilo. Back to Pepe. Fakes the shot to Kalilo. Winds. Fires. Saved by Okiki. And the net off the moorings. No line changes, so they'll fix that net and face it off. 5:16 to go in the third period. Seawolves up by 5-2 and on the power play currently. Pepe with the puck. Sends a wrist shot high.
Palmieri was looking to bat that down behind him.
And he's screening the goalie, so it's really tough for the goalie to see anything. Oh, there's a goal from Kasha. I'm not sure if anybody deflected it or not, but it was a wrist shot.
Let's take a look at the replay and see what we got.
Through.
But that's their third power play goal of the afternoon. This gets taken out. Here's Kasha, and he's going to take the shot. And I think that was deflected by Benyamini.
I'm not sure. Looks clean. I don't think Benyamini got it.
Let's take a look from this angle. Here comes Kasha. Regardless of what happened.
Actually, you know what? I think he did touch it. Looked like he may have got it on the blade. Kalilo driving the net. Now he's pulled down, but they're not going to make those calls now. This game will never end. Good play by Heffernan pushing that puck away from the Kent State player. Ooh. All right. One whistle's good enough. You don't got to keep blowing it, ref. Sometimes that incites. I'm going to have another penalty call here. I saw Lockwood actually lose his footing, but I wasn't sure what happened.
So let's take a look here. Yeah, they just kind of went.
I don't know. Well, right now we're going to get the call on
they're gonna,
Smith. He's going to get a 4-minute penalty, it looks like, 2 infractions. Yeah. I wonder if Jim Aratano, our scorekeeper down there, is running out of paper. All right, so we'll see what goes up on the board. Kent State's done a better job.
They have.
With the shots today, so they're only 10 behind today. Only a 2-minute power play, so no double minor. They combine the head contact and elbow into one penalty call. Seawolves working strong side. Murphy controls it over to Molnar, who Molnar's getting tied up now. Molnar comes away with it again, back to Murphy. Murphy back to Sherding. Sherding will control it over to McCarty. McCarty will get down low. This is Slevin. Slevin back up to the point. And now you got a defenseman without a stick. Forward. Puck is loose, picked up by Molnar. Drops it back to Slevin. Slevin had it and lost it. Now he's got it back. Molnar trying to bring it up.
And the Seawolves are cycling very well here on the power play in the third period. They've already converted 3 times today.
Yep, Slevin controls it and just looking for an opening. Back to Murphy. Back to Slevin. Slevin walks in, fakes it, turns, shoots.
That was blocked by Riccardi, who was on the ice.
Yep. Slevin had trying to get some shots off, but it's just that can't get moved, can't get room. And now it's turned and fired all the way down by Kent State. Down to the last 38 seconds to go. And we have another penalty being called. Oh, are you kidding me? And it's going to be Molnar. All right. Another power play. We just might as well, like you said, have that revolving door going on.
Well, Shipman had a lot of company today.
Yeah. Can't say it was a lonely day at the rink.
Yeah, he can't say that anyway.
All right, face off to the right of Lockwood. And squirts out into the neutral zone. And that pass deflected back out into the neutral zone. The Seawolves will dump it back in. Coach Garofalo going with the young kids on this one. It's 4-on-4 actually, still. So, and that shot's off the leg of Kawicki. Effort into Kawicki out there. 2:46 to go in the game. That shot whizzes wide, and now the man advantage for Kent State.
It's going to be their 7th. So in addition to killing off 2 majors this weekend and a whole slew of other penalties, the Seawolves penalty kill has been perfect to this point.
Yeah, the only problem is the referees in the Stony Brook zone watching the play while there were too many men on the ice. Yeah, the linesmen actually can make those calls.
They can.
Yeah.
This,
All right.
This is one of those situations where I don't think there's a legitimate response at this point.
All right, 43 seconds to go in the man advantage. Nice takeaway by Crockett, and he gets hooked. Okiki will leave it for his defenseman, and Kent State will make a breakout again. Into the Seawolf zone. Trying to make a nice play there, but unable to get the timing right. Now the puck's back out in the neutral zone. 16 seconds to go in the man advantage for Kent State, who have been shut out as far as the power play is concerned this whole weekend.
Yes, they have.
And they've had a boatload of them.
This will be the Seawolves are now 11 for 11 on the penalty kill this year. So we're down to the last minute 10 here in the period. I think the big takeaway for the Seawolves is that defense is going to be a major strength this year for this team. That they can play effectively in their zone and not let many quality chances get to their goaltenders. They're going to be in a lot of low-scoring games.
Yeah, and you know, truthfully, size-wise, they're not that small of a team. Their size defensively is very good.
Yes.
I mean, they've always had issues with that, but they have some good size here on defense. Down to the last minute, and the Seawolves should come away with a weekend sweep. And a nice move in front here. Burns almost going for the hat trick. You believe that play?
And
he almost had it.
And Peck was right there as well. Okiki was out of position, but Peck couldn't get to the puck.
Good job by you in keeping that puck and giving them a fighting chance to get that kid a hat trick. Now it's loose on the wall, down to the last 28 seconds to go. Kent State will fire it into the Seawolf zone and chase after it. And the puck comes back up the wall. Here come the Seawolves. One last chance. This is Yoon, who loses control and dumped back into the Seawolf zone. That's going to be an icing. No, they're going to wave it off.
With 5 seconds left, there's no point in calling that.
Exactly. And that'll do it, folks. This is going to be a clean sweep for the Seawolves this weekend as they take 2 from Kent State. Final score of today's game, 6 for the Stony Brook Seawolves, 2 for Kent State Golden Flashers. Total shots on goal through the game, 32 for the Stony Brook University Seawolves and 22 for Kent State. These two teams will eventually get together again, I think, later on. They're gonna, Stony Brook will go to Ohio, I believe. And I thought that I heard Coach say that they're going to actually go there as well.
And that'll be an interesting series the next time around, because now that you've seen what this team is capable of, you can now tailor a game plan to
Oh, so they're going somewhere else in Ohio then. They're going to play somebody else.
look Yeah,
they're playing Ohio University.
and
that's
and,
what
that,
they're doing,
and that's
yeah.
going to be an interesting matchup because that's a team that took them out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah, right.
So
That's the game you wanna
there's a
play.
bit of a revenge factor in there.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, on behalf of Andy Sukov, Trevor Bignani, this is Andy Bignani signing off for Seawolves Hockey Live. We'll see you next Saturday night at 8:30. Have a great night.